is Howard Elstro. I am standing in for Mayor Berger this week. We have several announcements and multiple distinguished guests this morning. First, I would like to call Yvonne Jones up, please, as well as Chad Foust from the city schools. They have an announcement about a new program which will be held at South Middle School. Is that correct?
Correct.
Tell us about it.
Okay, first, the program came about because of our Tuskegee Airmen Ohio chapter. We invited them to our Military Day luncheon that we had 7 years ago. So every year they would come back with something new and something different to teach the kids. And so about 3 years ago, we were talking about pilots and different things like that. And one of the sons of the original Tuskegee Airmen, John C. Mitchell, he's a captain now, he still flies. He said, well, you know what? We have a program that we do, but it's just for particular groups in the Columbus area. How would you like to bring it to your school? So we were very excited to bring an aviation program to the Lima City schools. And this partnership has a lot to do with the future, the past, and the present. The future is what the original Tuskegee Airmen did. And the present is what these pilots are all coming together. We have 6 pilots coming together to train our children, to teach them the different career paths in aviation. And the present is what is helping our students to do and become as they get older and they start to decide, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go to college? You know, everyone is not going to take the same path. Everyone is not a athlete or a sports star or entertainer or whatever. There's a whole lot of different choices out there that they can do. So we're very thankful to have one of the original Tuskegee Airmen. There's only, I think, 3 or 4 of them that's still living. So Donald Elder, he will be here Monday, 5:30 at South, and he's going to give us some rich history. And I think it's such an honor and a privilege for him to come to the Lima City schools and just to tell us some things, and we appreciate that. So we just wanted to get that out to the public, that it's open to everyone. Anyone that wants to be a part of this moment in history, they're free to come.
Chad?
I'll have a few things just to add to that. We'll also, in addition to adding this great event that'll be held following a student assembly during the day with the evening presentation at 5:30, we'll be kicking off our 2nd annual Buckeye Tigers Youth Aviation Adventure Program. Last year was the first year we did this program. It was an after-school 8-week course that a group of students in the Lima City schools participated in. It culminated with them visiting the airport down in Columbus, getting the chance to actually see people who are practicing in the field of aviation, see different career paths that they could take. They learned about aviation principles. They also learned just a lot of the possibilities they have before them if they would like to pursue that type of career. So it was a great event last year, and we look to expand that. There'll be applications available during parent-teacher conferences February 13th and 14th at Lima South Science and Technology Magnet, Lima West Middle School, Lima North Middle School, and at the Liberty Arts Magnet as well, for parents to pick up if they're interested in their students, their children being a part of this program. So we're really glad to continue that work with the Buckeye Tigers, and for our 2nd year of having the Tuskegee Airmen Ohio chapter involved with the Lima City schools, and also like to thank Mrs. Jones for all of her hard work in coordinating this great event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let me just be clear. So this is a program that will look at not only the history of the Tuskegee legacy, but also encourages kids to consider opportunities in aviation.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
But that's really neat, and it actually, I wish this program was around multiple years ago. I have a daughter who is in the Air Force, and she is a alumnus of Lima Senior High School, and she had a passion for flying, but there wasn't the support group or the opportunity to learn about that, so she kind of had to pioneer on her own and find her own path. And even though she did join the Air Force and got into flight school, as a graduate of Lima Senior, her science and math was strong enough to take her into the engineering field, and she still serves in the engineering. But I think it's great. If she would have had that mentorship, I think that would have been even better for women and men like her who have at least a faint inkling of, well, maybe I should explore the aviation path. So I think this is really great news. Good luck to you.
And speaking of women,
Go ahead.
To encourage young ladies to get into this field, we have 2 women pilots that will be there Monday. One, she has a degree in psychology and aviation management, and the other one has a degree in engineering and education. So I think it's good for our young ladies to see that, yeah, girls can do a lot of things. So we're excited about that.
Great program.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Next, I'd like to call on Ms. Seibeneck, who is with Ohio Means Jobs, to give us an update on their efforts and the employment opportunities in Allen County.
Okay, we typically give an update of how many open jobs that we have for the time. Right now, we have, again, a little over 1,200 jobs available in a 10-mile radius of Lima. So again, we have so many jobs out there. So if you know of anyone who needs a job, send them out to our job center, which is located at 1501 South Dixie Highway. But I wanted to also let everyone know that we are having a hiring event for welders at Eagle Railcar. This is next Wednesday, February 8th, from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. They have a large need for welders. In addition to that, they're also hiring painters and steam rack assemblers as well. So again, that's Wednesday, February 8th from 10 to 1. So anyone that has welding experience, please send them our way. We will be doing on-site interviews, or I should say Eagle Railcar will be doing on-site interviews during that time frame. And then just also some other jobs that we have available this week, kind of the hot jobs. Baton Rouge is hiring for some office personnel. We have Grobe Systems. If you know anyone that's interested in an apprenticeship in either mechanical or electrical, they are starting that program. I believe that's in partnership with Rhode State College. Lakeview Farms in Delphus is looking for a marketing service assistant. And Shawnee Local Schools is looking for a maintenance grounds custodial supervisor. And then we have 3 positions open at Superior Forge and Steel, a bricklayer, pitman, and heater. And then also we have a company looking for an attorney, Jewett and Burton LLP. So again, we want people to know that we don't help just minimum wage jobs. I mean, we do a variety of jobs from no education all the way up to PhDs. So again, if you know of anyone looking for a job, send them our way.
And where would they send those inquiries? Is there a website or a phone number?
They can call 419-999-0360. They can also go to our website, www.ohiomeansjobs.com, or they can come out to our facility.
And that phone number again?
419-999-0360.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And we also have with us the new Chief of Staff for the City of Lima, Sharetta Smith. Sharetta, if you would please share with us the issue of the day.
Thank you, Howard. So last week, we gave a briefing on an executive order signed by President Trump. The order was actually signed and went into law on January the 25th. The executive order does deny federal funding to sanctuary cities, and although it does not give a clear definition of what constitutes a sanctuary city, it does state that a sanctuary city is one that willfully does not comply with United States Code Section 1373, which is a federal law that prohibits local and state governments from enacting any laws or policies that will limit communication regarding an individual's immigration status with the Department of Homeland Security. It also defines a sanctuary city as a city or jurisdiction that has in effect a statute, policy, or practice that prevents or hinders enforcement of federal law. This definition is open to broad interpretation. It also gives great discretion to the Department of Homeland Security to designate certain jurisdictions as sanctuary cities. It also gives great discretion to the Attorney General to take action against those cities that have been designated as such. Again, the City of Lima and the Police Department, we are in full compliance with USC Section 1373, and we have not effectuated a statute, policy, or practice that will prevent or hinder any law enforcement efforts or any federal laws at all. So it's just the update on the issue of the day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. That's all we have for today, I believe. Or is there? No, there is one more item. I'm sorry, Chad. Chad has a program that he would like to feature about the Hall of Fame and service of, to the City of Lima schools, correct?
Yes.
Sorry.
No, that's quite all right. I'm proud to announce that we'll be having the Hall of Fame nominations will be open and available. You can submit a nomination to Beth Jokinen at 419-996-3411. That's 419-996-3411. This is an event that we do every 3 years. The last class was in 2014. For this year, we do have one addition, and that is that with this class, we're going to be having an honorary alumnus for his or her service to the Lima City schools. And this person does not have to be a graduate of the Lima City schools. So that is a new category that will be added to the Hall of Fame nomination process. The nomination forms are available through the school website, and those are available as of March. I apologize. Available now. I'm sorry. We're taking nominations until March 31st. And the recognition and induction banquet will be held on October 5th. And for the first time, this will be coinciding with homecoming as well. The homecoming game will be on October the 6th. That evening, the inductees will also be honored and recognized. So, please send the word out if you know of anyone. Have filled out a nomination form, and we look forward to receiving those nominations. Thank you.
Thank you. It really is impressive if you visit the school and take a look at the roster of the various people who have graduated Lima's education system and have exceeded in their professionalism and their field of studies. It really is remarkable, and I think it's a good program to continue to ferret out those people who have been raised, educated in this community and have gone on to provide great contributions to our society and even the world. There's some very impressive distinguished recipients of that recognition. That's all we have for this week. I believe the mayor will be back in attendance for his press conference next week. Thank you very much.